The phone maker iNew has a phone that costs $110. It has 6 inches HD display and some decent specs. This is Linus, you're watching Gizmo China, stay tuned for a full review. The phone comes with all the usual stuff, and some extras include a pair of earphones, a screen protector, and a hard plastic case. When it comes to the design, the U9 Plus is obviously a huge phone due to its 6 inches display. Speaking of the display, it only has 720p resolution, but it is still quite sharp for a phone that costs just above $100. As far as the overall build quality, it is well made, but I have to admit that the phone feels a bit plasticky and cheap since it uses only plastic in its construction. We have a 5-megapixel selfie shooter. Unfortunately, there is no LED notification light and the capacitive buttons are not backlit. There is a 13-megapixel camera which is coupled with a single LED flash. On the bottom, we have a loudspeaker, which is not very good, but it is not bad for the price of the phone. The backplate can be easily removed, and underneath it you can find a replaceable 3000 mAh battery, 2 SIM card slots, and the microSD card slot. The buttons sit on the right side and they are tactile, however, they are made of plastic and they feel a little bit cheap. The phone has a quad-core MTK6735 chip with a maximum clock speed of 1.3 GHz, 2 GB of RAM, and 16 GB of expandable storage. The gaming performance is actually pretty good. I played Asphalt 8 on medium graphics and there were no lags. Also, the phone does not overheat. The phone ships with the already outdated Android 5.1 and iNew skin on top of it. There is no app tray, but there are quite a few fancy widgets and customization options. Also, there are some gesture and motion controls, but the phone is kind of slow to react to some of the gestures. The user interface could have been nice, but there are some pre-installed apps and even some apps that are designed for Chinese market only. Most importantly, the animations and transitions once you simply scroll through different menus are slow, thus the whole user experience is not as good as I expected. This is something iNew should take a look to fix this issue with the future software updates. The 13-megapixel camera does not impress, even the daylight images lack detail and sharpness. Also, the dynamic range adjustment is poor in most of the shots. Finally, the color reproduction is not always consistent. The low-light shots do not impress either, as there is a low amount of detail and quite a bit of noise.
Hey, what's up? This is a video test with the iNew U9 Plus.
The video quality is okay for the phone this cheap, but don't expect any great results. A 5-megapixel front-firing camera is not good either, as most of the shots have a soft focus. I didn't have any connectivity issues, even the GPS was very fast to find the position and pretty accurate to use. The 3000 mAh battery does not look impressive on paper, but it performs pretty well considering its low capacity and a large display. I could get around 5 hours of screen on time on a mixed use, but your results may vary depending on the usage. The iNew U9 Plus is a phone that aims to bring a huge 6 inches display and decent specs for a low price. Well, it succeeds in a couple of ways. It has a pretty sharp display that is great for multimedia consumption or gaming. Speaking of the 3D games, the phone handles them pretty well if you don't set the graphics on the maximum settings. Also, the phone has a pretty good battery life considering its low capacity. On the other hand, the phone has a decent build quality, but it looks kind of cheap due to the fact that it uses plastic in its construction. Also, I was disappointed that the transitions and animations in the user interface are slow. In addition, both cameras do not impress, there is no LED notification light, and the capacitive buttons are not backlit. In conclusion, the iNew U9 Plus could have been a nice phone, but it has a few shortcomings that you have to consider before making a purchase. Some of the cons hopefully will be fixed with the future software updates, but at the moment, you would have to live with them. It was Linus, thanks for watching Gizmo China's YouTube channel, and if you have any questions about the device, please drop us a comment down below, and also please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and visit gizmochina.com for more detailed written review. See you in the next video soon.